Hey everyone, welcome to week 2. I just wanted to take a few minutes here at the beginning of the week to go through the lessons and assignments that you have in store for you. Um, First things first, of course, when you go into the content and click on week 2 module, the only thing you're going to see is the week 2 attendance quiz. Remember, you have to take that quiz before you can access the lessons and assignments for the week. Also remember that the questions on the week 2 attendance quiz will be based on the material from week 1. So if you are a little behind right now, you're going to want to catch up on week 1 so that you can take the week 2 attendance quiz and then move through the lessons and assignments for this week. But once you've done that and you've submitted the week 2 attendance quiz, you'll have access to everything else for week 2, and the first item that you'll see under the week 2 attendance quiz is a brief review of week 1. So just a little recap of what we covered last week. Then you will see our first lesson for week 2, which is on point and support. There will be a PowerPoint and video lesson for that information, and this is a super important lesson. This is covering the first 2 bases of writing a paragraph, unity and support. Those 2 elements are worth a large percentage of your grade on the formal writing assignment paragraphs in weeks 5 and 6. The next lesson is on coherence. That's the 3rd step of writing a good paragraph. So that lesson is equally important. So make sure you go through the PowerPoint and video lesson for coherence as well. Then you have the homework for this week. The first item is going to tell you to review chapters 3 and 4. I don't want you to spend a ton of time going through those chapters. You can if you need to. Everybody learns differently, but the information in chapters 3 and 4 does go right along with the lessons on point and support and coherence. But it's just a little more information for you, written out, in textbook form. So, it's a little bit of different modes for everyone because everyone learns a little differently. But you definitely want to at least skim through it, even if you did go through the lessons in the module. All right. Then you have Journal 2. In Journal 2, there will be a video in the instructions where I explain how to complete the journal. So you want to make sure you give that a watch and then try to have the journal completed by Sunday at 11:59. Then we have 2 weekly assignments here in week 2. The first is week 2 assignment 1 on topic sentences. That assignment goes along with the point and support lesson from the week. All right. There will be a video in the instructions for that assignment. Make sure you watch that because I go through each section of the assignment and explain exactly what you need to do to complete each part. So it's a good way to make sure that there's no undue confusion on any of the sections. All right, that's due Sunday at 11:59 p.m. The next assignment is week 2 assignment 2 on coherence, the other lesson from this week. All right, so again, there'll be a video in the instructions where I go through that assignment in detail. Make sure you give that a watch and then try to have that one in by Sunday at 11:59 as well. The last item for homework is, of course, the week 2 discussion. You are not required to go through any of the week 2 lessons before you do the discussion. So even though it's listed last in the list, you can start on that at any time during the week. But do try to at least have your first post up by Thursday night so that everyone has plenty of classmates to choose from, because you have to respond to 2 people by Sunday night, right? Now, the discussion will remain open for an extra week, but remember, if you are posting during that extra week, you're only going to get 50% credit at most. So really do your best to have that discussion completed on time so that you don't lose out on those easy points. And again, keeping in mind that there's only 1 discussion each week, yet they count for a pretty significant percentage of your overall grade. So just try to do your best to stay on top of those, since the deduction in points is much more severe than it is with some of the other homework assignments, right? Okay, well that's it for week 2. If you have any questions or run into any issues along the way, don't hesitate to reach out. I will help however I can. But for now, you guys are free to go ahead and get started.